It was a strange day today. Here in Vancouver, the sky beautiful, almost fully clear except a few clouds low and far away in the horizon. And yet the whole day, chilling gusts blew past and through all my layers. It was strange because it was distantly familiar. Then I remembered. This was the same weather as when I went to San Francisco 2 years ago. And revisiting my trip led me to revisit all kinds of memories. I revisited my first term here 3 years ago. In the never-ending rain of that November, I was lonely, stressed, and depressed, struggling to understand the purpose of an expensive education system where I was simultaneously impossibly challenged by courses I wasn't ready for and needlessly handheld through other trivial, unsubstantial courses. I was ready to drop out, to quit wasting my parents' money, to quit making idle small talk with people I couldn't befriend, to quit trying so hard and so little at the same time. And yet now, I'm still in school, about to graduate, and have true friends to trust and open my heart to. I'll tell you about one of them soon. I also revisited old friends whom I no longer see, old conversations with current friends, and I can't help but wonder every time, what was I really thinking back then, that instance? Can I really understand what it was like back then, to be living in that moment? And of course, I revisited my travels to Asia 1 year ago, and to the footage I still have from them, sitting on my external drive. I remember the excuses I made when I stopped making videos. I wasn't happy with what I had written so far. I wasn't happy with the footage I took. I was frustrated at my old laptop, which would crash multiple times during editing. Whether it was when I write something good, or when I get a new computer. In the end, I just stopped trying. Something that I had made so important to me, and I couldn't bear its weight. Its unrealistic need to be perfect, despite my many imperfections. I think it's time to revisit this series. Funnily enough, I literally revisited Korea and Japan this past summer with one of my friends, Leo. It was very different to travel with someone else. When you're alone, other people, locals, tourists, all strangers alike, can seem suffocating. But really, it's just the loneliness. With Leo, it was completely different. I had someone to bounce thoughts off of, someone to suggest where to go or what to eat, someone to share experiences with. And it was wonderful. Not that I can say I'm the best person to travel with. I was grumpy and needy most of the time, and Leo had the everlasting patience to put up with all of me, all of the time. On an especially grumpy and needy day in Kyoto, Japan, Leo and I decided to go to Fushimi Inari Shrine, the head shrine of the Japanese kami, or god, Inari, but really famous for its thousands of torii gates up the mountain trail. That day, I'd gotten upset for a stupid, pointless reason, and in my tantrum, I was completely ignoring Leo as we were heading to the shrine. When we got to the base of that shrine that afternoon, I sat down on a bench, refusing to go up with Leo. "Go up yourself," I said. "I don't want to go. Besides, I've already been here." But Leo, being the patient and understanding friend, stayed with me. Shitty, hurtful me. And he apologized for my own stupidity, my own stubbornness, and waited for me to climb the mountain with him. And perhaps I realized, that moment, just how stupid I was being. So we made up and started through the trail of endless orange torii together. It was a very similar summer afternoon, lots of tourists, taking photos or videos like me. I think I even saw the same cat both times. That looks like the same cat, right? And yet for me it was very different, because I wasn't alone. When we got through the first set of torii, we looked at the trail map and contemplated climbing to the top of the mountain. The year before, I'd gone back down at this point. The sun was setting quickly and I had no idea how long it would take to go further. This time, it might have been even later in the afternoon, and we still had no idea how long it would take to reach the top. But we decided to go anyways, together. The more we climbed, the fewer other people there were, and the more thirsty we became. And Inari, the patron kami of foxes, rice, and notably business, knew our plight. The vending machines littered across the trail got more and more expensive. In the end, we gave in to our need for water, even though there were only mysterious flavored drinks. And before we knew it, we had climbed to the top of the trail, way sooner than we had anticipated. And as we joyfully climbed back down, I revisited my selfishness earlier that day. How valuable Leo's friendship was, and how terribly not to scale the maps of the trail were. Hey, what do you call it in documentaries? When there's like footage of like random stuff intermixed with footage of the interview?
Montage.
No. There's like footage of the interview, and then there's footage of like...
I see people talking over random footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a name for that kind of footage.
There is.
It's called like the B something.
B-roll.
Yeah. See, this is the B-roll shot that I need.
Sure is.
Sure is.
Oh no, I got disconnected from the matrix.
So what are you contemplating?
I'm contemplating. What's the name of the character that says not like this and gets pulled out of the matrix?
That says not like this?
Yeah.
Is that actually a Matrix thing?
Yeah. One of the characters gets killed by getting pulled out of the matrix. Not like
By Cypher?
by the what's his face, the dude that turned rogue.
Cypher?
Yeah. I don't remember anyone's name in that movie apparently.
Trinity?
No.
Morpheus?
The blonde one.
Neo?
Nope.
The Architect?
Nope.
Bald Gandhi?
No. It's awkward. I watched the trilogy in Blu-ray with my friends. All my friends like really fancy TV. And in the regular version, you can't tell, but in the Blu-ray version, you can totally see her boob through her shirt. It's kind of awkward, but whatever.
Wait, go back to contemplating life.
Oh.
That's the footage I wanted.